whether the money was there.
When Anthony Joshua said he might not fight, I think this fight was being negotiated in the background.
And Las Vegas, baby.
Do you reckon it's happened because of like the Garcia fight?
It was a robbery, mate. It was a robbery.
Oh, wait, just because you picked Lomachenko, yeah? Lomachenko didn't give him the fight for 4 years. I think there's world politics coming into this fight.
That's all, folks.
Welcome to another episode of Bloodlust Boxing. I'm Sav.
And I'm Bez.
And it's just a really quick one today, but we had to say something. Terence CRAWFORD versus Errol SPENCE is finally on.
Yeah, boy. It's all happening.
And it's set for July. What did you say? July
29th.
July the 29th.
And Las Vegas, baby.
And what did I say to you?
What did you say?
When everyone was saying, why isn't Anthony Joshua fighting early summer? I said, I think this fight is going to happen. And Derek James is Anthony Joshua's trainer. And I think Derek James will want to prioritize this fight because I think it's going to happen. Go back, check the videos. I said it.
You might have said it.
I said it.
You might have said it. You know, like
when Anthony Joshua said he might not fight, I think this fight was being negotiated in the background, and he's had that conversation with Derek James. But anyway, regardless, it's on. Let's hope it stays on.
It's happening.
It's the only fight either of them could really get on. Do you reckon it's happened because of like the Garcia fight, Tank Davis? Do you think that's given them a little push?
I heard somewhere that they might have been waiting out to see how they do, how the Ryan Garcia
financially,
whether the money was there.
And
that, to be fair, that's a good shout.
Well,
I think it was on TalkSport. I think they said it
on Instagram today. Like, if you see the amount of likes for this fight on both of their profiles, like, it's just massive. Like, so many people wanted this fight.
Yeah.
The only thing is whether it's going to cross over into the sort of that mainstream world. I don't know. I think there's need to do a bit more work to put it out there, but boxing fans will love this fight.
British wise, UK wise, I feel like they would have to do a little bit of a promotion, because unless you're an avid boxing fan, you probably don't really know about them.
But the Brits, you know, we're a big boxing country really here. So
we are, but I feel like they're not really. I don't know.
It's not like it's not like Garcia. You know, he's got that big Instagram
he's got
following.
Yeah, his YouTube videos.
Kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
but yeah, it's a great fight. Glad it's been announced.
The only thing before, like, I don't want to go into too much depth in the fight because we'll talk about it a bit later date. Yeah, but I just gotta say, like, Errol Spence, man, like, what's happened with him and to where he's got to now. I mean, I rate the guy massively.
Well, after that big car crash, I thought, is he going to be the same fighter? He was like slurring his words a little bit, but he came back and he's just
mad respect.
Yeah. But we'll get on that. But whilst we're here, Devin Haney versus Lomachenko, just like final thoughts. It's been a bit done to death this week. What do you think about
it? It was a robbery, mate. It was a robbery.
Oh, wait, just because you picked Lomachenko,
Yeah.
I picked Devin Haney. I backed my boy Haney. He got the win, yeah? That's all that counts.
Nah, man.
Stop crying.
No one's saying Haney won.
Stop crying. What are you crying for?
It's not fair, man. It's not fair.
Whatever, man. Like, if you don't, like, you got to steal the belts away.
Yeah. Is that what it is? Yeah. I suppose.
Look, it was a close fight.
It was close.
Like, I watched it and I was pretty knackered when I watched it. Like, it was early in the morning here. I gave it by round to Devin Haney. I was trying to score it round for round at the time. I saw it. I just think you had Lomachenko, who started strong actually for once, but then in the middle rounds he just disappeared.
See, I disagree.
Sorry, did I say Devin Haney? Lomachenko disappeared. Yeah.
No, see, I disagree. I feel like Lomachenko started late again. Like,
but he didn't win
easily first 2 rounds. I see.
Was close.
I know people don't like giving 10-10 rounds, but I felt like there were 10-10 rounds in terms of it could have gone either way. And then
quite a few rounds.
There was about a good 4 or 5 rounds in the middle of that where I was just going straight Haney. Because he was working the body. He was getting the more effective shots.
Lomachenko was doing the movement. He was doing like his matrix skills. He was like twisting around.
He was.
But he wasn't really throwing the punches. Like,
Nah.
I know that got the punch stats, the box rec. I don't always agree with the box rec,
Nah.
It's easy, like, pay the right guy. It might give you a slightly higher box rec.
Yeah, but even then, if you go off that, most of those punches for Lomachenko were in the last round, like last couple of rounds. So
yeah. Well, I think the last round, and a few people have said it, like whoever won that last round might have won the fight, and that's the way I kind of saw it. And Devin Haney, I think, won the last round. So
yeah, I would have given it Haney's way. I'm the same. Because me and you didn't talk, did we? Like we were like, well, we will have to leave this for the pod to talk about it properly.
Yeah.
But I wanted to score it separately, and I had it exactly the same. I had Haney up one round at the end.
1 round. Yeah.
Yeah. So if
I think the only problem is, like, with Haney, he looked a bit more hurt than Lomachenko in that fight. So the best rounds, like the most clear-cut rounds, probably went to Lomachenko, but he didn't have enough of those clear-cut rounds. And then Devin Haney, he worked that jab like we said he would, and he tried to tie it when
he worked the body as well.
Close. But it's one of those, I think I probably need to watch it again just to be sure. Because like when I watched that Baumgartner fight again against Michaela Mayer, I had Michaela Mayer like clearly ahead. And when I watched it again, I was like, nah, Baumgartner won that. Like how did I not see that?
I still think Michaela won that.
Whatever.
But no, Lama did throw the better flurries. Like when he was putting combos together, he was being more effective.
Didn't win enough.
And the latter rounds, he did keep catching Haney with that southpaw stance,
but he just
with that big left hand.
He didn't win the last round. So
yeah, not enough.
And I think probably the things that didn't help it, obviously, when Haney pushed Lomachenko and the way he pushed him, it wasn't like just a little push. It was like, oh. He probably didn't do himself. He's got that thing, like Mayweather he wasn't a loved fighter, was he?
Nah.
He's almost going down that same route where
I still don't think he's a loved fighter. I still don't think no one loves Mayweather.
That's what I'm saying. But everyone knows.
Respect him, innit?
You either tune in to see him lose or potentially lose, or just to see the skills because he was such a great boxer. But Haney is sort of going that same path, but I still think he's a great fighter. I think.
Do you think they run it back?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't if I was Haney either.
Lomachenko didn't give him the fight for 4 years. Like, I'm a Lomachenko fan, or we're both Lomachenko fans, but I still wouldn't run it back. Haney had to wait for that fight, and why would you risk that again? Yeah,
especially when everyone said that when it was Lomachenko's fight.
And I'm not I think there's a bit of politics as well, like. Not just boxing politics. I think there's world politics coming into this fight.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. Judge it on boxing, not anything else. So
yeah.
But I think
is that the end of Lomachenko then?
No, I think because he wasn't like a knockout or anything like that, he can fight again.
He can, but what fights is he gonna get now?
Yeah, I think he just needs to go down and wait and just like since he stepped up to
getting old, bruv.
3-5, he's struggling a bit, but that he can sit down and wait, have a few good wins, like really clear cut wins, and then call it a day. But Haney, he needs to step up in weight now. He's really struggling to make that weight, and he needs. What I want to see is if he does step up, he needs to start getting some knockouts. So
yeah. That's all, folks.
Yeah, I know there's gonna be a lot of people who disagree with that one, but anyway, it's just our views. Don't hate.
Yeah.
Just hit that like button.
Yeah. And tune in for this video here or this video here.
Yeah. Bye.
All right. Boots.